Well, hello guys, you beautiful people out there on YouTube. Very nice to see you again. It's been a few days. I've been up to I've been up to a lot of different stuff. Stuff seems to have been piling up in a way, so I never really seem to come to terms with everything that I needed to do. Yeah, you know, life sometimes catches up with you. But yeah. Anyways, we're back to recording videos before everything's overbloomed. Oh, and here my little doggy comes. Come on. He knows English, I'm sure. By now, he really knows English. Where's you at? Hey. Ah, that was Linus. Anyways. Didn't you see this orchid in my previous video? Yeah? You did. But I got a little comment from Michael. He seems to be really into the meaning of the orchid names. But it's a very interesting topic. Yeah? We once had a person holding a speech at the Orchid Society meeting, which involved the actual topic, what the names of the orchids stands for, and the composition of the names, really. Aura, you know aura, A-R-A, which means 3 different genuses crossed in together, and you will have an orchid with a name ending with A-R-A. For example, I'm not going to go and dig deeper, further down into that rabbit hole. Right now, today, I need to make a little correction. This is not a Miltonia sunset. Yeah? It's Miltonia sunset. And I know it. Yeah? I know it. 3 years ago, I participated in a care collab arranged by Ninja's Orchids. That was mistake number 1 when I called her Miltonia sunset. If you erase the yellow tone and replace it with white, it will surely look like a Miltoniopsis. So this one has got a lot of influence from the Miltoniopsis orchid, as it's got a very broad lip. And this one's parents are Miltonia Goudet-moi times Miltonia Norma McRae. Isn't that strange? If you Google it, you'll find that the Miltonia sunset will look like this in 95% of the cases. Why is that so? Yeah? Look at the text Michael posted. He's explaining it so very clearly, so I cannot do it better myself, so just go on and read it. This one is sold as a Miltonia sunset. And the other one, I've never seen that one. It's a much uglier looking one, so I wouldn't want to buy that one. With the Miltonia Rignelli and the Miltonia Goudet-moi as parents. But I mean, where did my memory go? Short-term memory suddenly disappeared. 3 years ago, and now, one more time, calling this gal Miltonia when it's a Miltonia. With that little issue sorted out, let's leave this frame and move straight over to something else. A couple of viewer requests, yeah? This one I want to show you guys before she's overbloomed. It's the Phalaenopsis Romeo cherry blossom. She's very fragrant. It looks like she's got both the Bellina and the Violacia in her heritage. Not sure. Haven't looked it up. She's a stunner. And her fragrance is, yeah, very, very beautiful. Quite wide leaves, rounded. Whispers about that it might be a little bit of the Phalaenopsis in her. Yeah, just wanted to show you guys. Let's jump right over to the first viewer request. Do we see birds? Happy.
3, 2, 1!
Let us move over to something that's kind of sort of trying to rot for me. I hope not. There's suddenly a leaf dropping from this plant, and there surely is something else not looking alright in there. This is soggy. Shit. It's the BC yellow bird. What on earth? I need to get her out of this crap immediately. Alright. What on earth? Look, guys. It's actually 2 plants, yeah? Well, this one is rotting. And, this one is looking better, a lot better, but, alright, so the first viewer's request, yeah, you guessed it. It's the BC yellowbird. Where is she? Only tolumnias. Nah, she's here, sitting to the very back row here. Yes, I'll lift her up. Well, not really a real request, shall we say, but she wanted to know, a viewer wanted to know if she was an easy bloomer or easy grower and such. So I thought I'd just make a little update, why not, on the dying plant, yeah? As you saw, she was falling into pieces, literally falling into pieces. Co-order from the 9th of November 24. BC yellowbird from Orchid Garden in Poland. Yes. It's a cross between Brassivola nodosa, the very fragrant white-flowered one, with these types of leaves, yeah, and Brassiclea Richard Muller. It's a hybrid, yeah. And she's fragrant, I've heard. Carries 8 centimeter wide flowers. Blooms all year round, I've heard. And well, it's alive. That's all I can see. Which I didn't thought at first, really. I was trying to sound positive in the unboxing video, but sometimes I just sound a little bit too enthusiastic. But maybe sometimes inside I'm not so satisfied, really. But I'm not here to make people sad, really, so. But no, I don't think I am going to be sad anymore about or over this orchid. I reported it, the fresh part. The infected part is removed, or was removed. She's sitting in small, very small grade bark, loads of perlite, bit of moss. New roots coming. You can see tips, and I can also see another little new growth. Yeah, she's been receiving enough light, you can tell, by the reddish tinges. So, she might not be a flowering orchid this year, but surely next year. I've been keeping her a bit on the dry side. I need to stop the rotting process. Otherwise, I wouldn't be standing here holding her in my hand right now. So, she's still alive. So I was unlucky with my purchase. But maybe, in a year, she will be a dense, beautiful plant. Who knows? So, can't win them all. She's alive, which I didn't think was possible. On the 8th of September 2024, I posted a video, an update on my RLC amazing Thailand Cattleya type orchids. Yeah? There are a couple of them by now. I think there are even more than 3, 4, 5 different varieties. I don't know if it stops there, but I've got 3 of them. So I have the ROC Amazing Thailand Magician, which is sitting here on the windowsill. I can barely get the tag out from there, so it's stuck. So loads of root growth, as you can see, doing splendid in there, in this clay pot. I have the ROC Amazing Thailand Magician, ROC Amazing Thailand Rainbow, and Amazing Thailand Gold Star. Yeah, they are all 3 growing very, very tall. They all have very, very slim canes, tall and slim canes. That one is so tall. And look what happened. I'm not saying that that first sheath will bloom. It might as well just be a blind sheath. Yeah, sometimes do that. The Cattleya orchids creates 1, 2, or 3 blind sheath before they start blooming for you. And in many cases, they can start trading buds in the old, not the first, but second and third empty blind sheath, which you thought was blind sheath, So, don't let them fool you. So, keep continuing being happy by every sheath you get on your Cattleya orchids. They might create wonders for you. So, that one's doing splendid. And here we've got a picture of her in bloom, the Magician, and also what's in it. I got it in July 22, so 2.5 years ago, from Swarta, as a near flowering sized orchid for about €30. But she seems to like it in a very, very tiny, cozy pot. So that's how she's going to stay. Yeah. And I also got another request, a viewer asking how my Paphiopedilum Saint Swithin was doing. That's what? Yeah, that one. A long time ago I showed that guy to you. Yeah. So, you guessed it. It sits up there with the rest of my little bit larger Paphiopedilums. Not a huge greenhouse anyways. That's not how I keep my orchids. So I grow on the windowsill. And if not on the windowsill, if it's too crowded, you better come up with other solutions. Such in this case, on top of my cabinet. Yeah, there they are. So, maybe you can see the same Swithin. Yeah, it's here. And it's doing better than ever. It's one of the most outstanding hybrids in the Paphiopedilum genus. As it's crossed with 2 very, very famous parents, the Paphiopedilum rothschildianum and Paphiopedilum philippinense. And I haven't had both of them, both of its parents. I'm going to show those guys to you very soon, in this video, This one carries about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Could it be? And a tiny one down there. So it's still a 6 or 7 fanned Paphiopedilum with a slight detail that it's wider. The leaf span is a lot wider than when I first brought it home with me from the orchid show in the southern part of Sweden in Lund. On the 2nd of September 23, from KG Orchids in Denmark. Handwritten tag. It doesn't tell you much, but at least you can see its name. The seller told me that I had about 1 year to flowering size. So, maybe we're getting there. You can see something down there. A little thingy that wasn't there before. But I strongly doubted that this little bit older, tinier fan would bloom. But most likely 1 or 2 of the other ones. Quite soon. Yes. This one doesn't need to. I do not believe that this one needs to become huge before it's able to bloom. As I got 2 different parents, one medium-sized and one a little bit larger. So I think this is kind of sort of large, medium to large size now. So we're getting there, yeah. To make a long story short. Here's what it's potted up in. Here's what all of my paths, almost all of them, except for 1 or 2 or 3, are potted up. I'm aiming to pot them all up in this sort of medium, this mix. I made myself, homemade mix. Grow stones, yeah, pumice, small grade bark, a lot of perlite, and bone meal, perhaps a little bit of charcoal, and crushed seashells to raise the pH, or at least keep the pH level, not let it dip. So I do not like sour conditions. I don't know if this particular hybrid occurs in nature, if the parents grow in the very same area, or if not, I'm not sure. But I surely will give you a little quick peek at the parents. You can see the similarity. This is the Orchidianum, king of paths. Wide leaf span. Look. I need to look it up. Yeah, it's 50. Yeah, what is it? About 55, 21 inches. And this guy is the very same, 21 inches. So let us look at the Phalaenopsis. Yeah, you heard me. Yes, I've got 2 of them. This one is in regular form, standard form, shall we say. It bloomed last year, for a very long time. And these fans doesn't look, look quite alright, well grown. Compare it to the one it bloomed from. So these 2 guys got a lot of potential. It's a beautiful plant. So, but you can see, its leaves are a bit wider. A little bit, at least. And a little bit more light green than the Saint Swithin. Yes. Yeah, Orchidianum. Yeah, it's got a lot of inheritance from the Orchidianum regarding the leaves, color, and texture. And here's my second one, also a Phalaenopsis rubellini. And you can tell that this one is also a species, the Phalaenopsis species, as you look at the lower capital letter P. Should say variation, rubellini. Yeah. Anyways, a bit different looking, slightly slimmer leaves than the original Phalaenopsis. So, the whole family is on the table. Yeah, the whole family tree. Well, virtually blooms. These guys blooms in winter, January to April, about. I've seen Orchidianum in bloom in April, and I've seen a Orchidianum in bloom in October, so it can vary a bit throughout the winter month, I believe. So maybe this one is going to be a winter bloomer as well. Over to the last viewer request for today. Yes, and yes, unfortunately, shall we say, I got a request to look at my seedlings. But I already did 2 updates on them quite recently. One, at the end of the very same video, I did my Amazing Thailand Orchid updates, yeah? And at the very end of my How I Water and Fertilize My Orchids video. Not so long ago, yeah? But at the very end, yeah? The last couple of minutes on that video. But at that time, they were doing splendid. A few weeks later, they aren't. Not all of them are. Not all of them are doing bad, but some of them. and I wonder why. So, let's take a look at, let's take a look at the worst ones. And I'm going to tell you my suspicions. Yeah, what they consist of. But, might be my fault entirely. But yeah, it is my fault entirely, in a way. But, never mind, let's look at them. Okie dokie. Well, they're still alive. Yeah, they are. But, this is the worst tray, as you can see. We got 2 of them. 2 seedling trays. Sitting in coconut husk fiber chips, perlite. Very, very damp. Yeah, they made it. Yeah? I thought they would die on me, but I bet they will. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, before I start talking to myself here, that's a bad habit I've got. Let's see if I can tell them apart. These 4 guys are my... I forget to put the tag down there, but I still remember what they are. They are Cattleya tenebrosus. These 4 guys are still alive, hanging in there. I believe they got too dry, this tree, since I had to work for 8 or 9 days in a row, and I was terribly tired. I couldn't force myself to get around to it, to water it. I just thought, well, they are doing fine, yeah? Cattleya tenebrosus. From, let's see, who I got it from. Ecuagenera, as a matter of fact. I thought these tenebrosus looked quite, good sized in a little can, plastic can. So I thought I'd grab them, as my old ones. It was this tiny when I got them withered away. These won't, so I think they got a good chance of survival. 4-month-old. By now, still alive. These, on the other hand, they're getting less and less in numbers. Maxima, doesn't look all that great. It's also from Ecuagenera, very, very tiny plants, tiny, tiny flask seedlings, back in May of 24. So almost 1 year ago, you can see. They're not growing fast. Tiny, tiny cattleyas. So I wouldn't recommend buying them, really. They can last for a while, but all of a sudden they, as you can see, well, it's not dead, but it's hanging in there, hanging on to a thread. That's all they are. And these are rotting. This Percivalliana, so not so much luck with these guys for me, yeah? And here we have the rest of them. So Percivalliana's not doing great anymore, so... But I happen to have 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, good root, 5. Renanthra monachicas. These 4 might make it, or 5. There's 1 there, 2, 3 and 4, and 5. That one won't make it, I don't think so. I think the con is these guys. I actually got a little root, but these are the newest ones in the equation. My special angel from Orchid Garden might have brought something bad along with it. This is the latest acquisition and the latest one to be potted up in here. You can see sleeves aren't that great, and I didn't have any markings on the other ones before I added these 2 guys into the equation, as I see. So, well, I'm not so proud of these 2 trays, but I've got something else better looking to show you guys, which I do recommend. On the other hand, these guys I do recommend. These are the seedlings, the flask I got from Wickman Orchid in Germany, May last year. Look, the leaves are starting to get the characteristic pattern. Model leaf sets are slowly but surely appearing on the leaves. quite vague and faint, but they are, yeah, they are there. It's the Paphiopedilum venustum. It's a very, very nice orchid species in the Paphiopedilum genus, with a beautiful, beautiful leaf set. One of the best leaf sets, and one of the best flowers. So, I might say that these will survive, all of them, even the tiny ones here. So paths are quite easy to grow on from flask seedlings to matured plants in a quite short period of time. I do have, yeah, I do. I still have 4 flask seedlings from my order from Wickman in, I believe, May of 23. Yeah, I'm gonna bring that orchid so you can see for yourself. All of them survived, whilst the rest didn't. Tiny cattleya's and stuff, similar to the other ones I was just showing you guys. So, yeah, let us look at that one. Yeah. Where is it? I can only see well-grown plants in here. All the flowering size ones as well. Yay. Here's the impossible task. This thing shouldn't be happening, but it is. All 4 tags intact, stuck them down there, in case I wanted to separate the fans and sell them one by one. It's got a long name, it's a hybrid. Paphiopedilum clouds crystal times Paphiopedilum rothschildianum. Reported in August, probably 23. I do not remember me reporting anything last August. 24, and not these guys, at least. But look, beautiful, beautiful mottled leaf set. And a beautiful rothschildianum in it. So, but the other parent, the Klaus Prime Crystal, that's his name. Looks almost like the Paphiopedilum Pinocchio, also a hybrid. So, I bet this cross is gonna carry marvelous flowers when it finally decides to bloom for us. But look at this shiny, beautiful leaf set. According to our local vendor, as I see, she always says that, growing on seedlings from flasks is almost an impossible task for anybody. So, but this particular hybrid was quite easy to grow. If you compare it to this one, look, hasn't done much in a few years' time. Look what this one did. So I just want to compare. Yeah, so growing orchid flask seedlings, other than cattleyas, I will surely recommend, especially the Paphiopedilums. They are quite resilient, like water. So, thank you guys so much for the requests, and keep them coming. It's really fun to make this update video on a couple of orchids I almost forgotten all about. No, not really, but you see my point. So, ask away. Hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe and share, and we shall talk soon. Take care. Bye-bye.